Hi everyone, this is Jen Schuett, and this is my brief video just discussing the ways that we as macro social workers can assist with facilitating change and be advocates of positive change. And so obviously this is corresponding to the Who Moved My Cheese book. And as I was writing my paper, I kind of thought of three different main areas in which macro social workers can be advocates of change. So the three areas that I pointed out were in the areas of organizational administration, in the areas of advocacy, and then in the area of community relations. And so the first, that of organizational administration, I was just thinking of, even at my own practicum agency, those administrators who are not only facilitating change and preparing for change, but they're really advocating for positive change in the organization so that it will better benefit clients and staff members as well. And one, I think, crucial part of that is ensuring that staff members are on board and feel supported in organizational change because, as many of you might know, if that is not the case, then staff members or other individuals can view that change as a really negative experience. And so really having others on board with that, I think, is a really big part of facilitating organizational change. The second area is that of more the world of macro change within public policy and advocacy. And so this might involve networking with other organizations, networking with legislators. Again, in this case, instead of the change being from the top down, like from administration of an organization down to staff and employees, this is more kind of from the bottom up. We are looking to people in power who have more authority than we do or more leverage for change, explaining issues that are important and presenting ideas for how that change might take place. And so that's kind of the policy aspect. And then I thought that the third area of macro change, or a way that we help facilitate change as macro social workers, is in preparing communities for change. And so kind of the area of community relations. And one thing that I thought of in the state of South Carolina, being that my practicum is in the area of refugee resettlement, there has been obviously a much more tense atmosphere surrounding refugee resettlements, particularly in our state. And so one response, this was not actually presented by our agency, but by a local university, was to host a public panel, informational panel, where many speakers and professionals were invited to come and field questions from the public about the Syrian refugee crisis, as well as our response as a community, and that was really positively received. And so that was just, again, maybe one example of how we might actively help prepare communities for change. So yeah, those are my ideas, and I look forward to hearing yours too. Thanks.